Hi folks, Mike here from Random Acts of Cooking. I have a New York strip steak here that I'm going to smoke and then sear. But right now, we're just going to do some prep. First off, I have some lime juice, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of this on both sides. This is supposed to help break down some of the tissue and tenderize the meat, from what I understand. A little bit on that side, a little bit on this side. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to leave that set for a while or what, but anyway, we're just going to go plow on through. Alright, for seasoning, at this point, I'm only using some kosher salt. This is going to be a really high temp sear, and I don't want to burn any of the seasonings or anything else on it to give it a different flavor. So we're just going to salt both sides and the edges of this. Okay, I just have this salted right now. That's all I'm going to use, and we'll introduce others as we go along. And this is going to sit here for about a half an hour to kind of get up to room temperature while we're waiting for the Masterbuilt Gravity 560 to get up to temperature. And I'm only going to smoke this, so we're going to use 225, which is I think the lowest setting on there, just to get the smoke on here till we get an internal temperature of around 105 to 110, and then we'll do the sear. So anyway, this sits here. I'll meet you out back when the Gravity series is ready to go. Meanwhile, while this stuff is sitting around waiting, I'm going to make some seasoned butter to go on the steak. I have about 2 tablespoons of butter. This is unsalted just because that's what we have. I'm going to put just a dash of the W sauce in it, and I'm going to put a dash of thyme, and about, I don't know how much, but we're going to do garlicky, so there's I don't know, maybe a couple of cloves there, and we're going to get this mixed up. And this is going to be our seasoned butter, also called compound butter. I'm probably going to warm this up a little bit just to get it the stuff to mix a little easier. But this, oh, it smells garlicky. I can smell the herbs. Nah, I don't need to melt that. That's fine right there. Yep, this will be our butter seasoning for the steak. And you know, actually it calls for salted butter. I don't have it, so I'm just going to use a little bit of my kosher salt, just a little dash of salt in there. Get that mixed down. Alright, our butter is ready for when our steak is ready. So alright, now I gotta go outside and see how my Gravity's is doing to warm up, so back in a bit. Okay, I got my steak ready, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's it's been sweaty. I guess that's from the salt drawing the moisture around and getting the salt inside. So this is going on the smoker. I'm going to put my probe on here so I can watch the temperature. Stick it right there. Alright. Looking for about 105 to 110 internal. Yes, I'm doing some chicken too, but the steak is the star of the show because that's mine. Anyway, back when we get up to temp, so see you in a little bit. Okay, we are up to 110 internal on the steak. So we are going to pull the steak off. Alright, we're going to give this just a moment while we heat up the Caveman Grill and do the sear. Alright, we have the Caveman Grill warmed up, pretty warm. I don't know the temperature, it's just hot. Alright, I'll get our steak. Oh, sizzling, the pan was hot, so it's sizzling on there. We're going to put it way up to the top and give this maybe about a minute on the first side. Meanwhile, while that's cooking, I have my plate here. I'm going to put some of my compound butter on a plate because the steak is going to get put on that afterwards, so that buttery flavor will start to get into the steak. And the other part of the compound butter is going to go on the top of the steak. Alright, that's been actually a little over a minute. Oh, beautiful crust forming. We get about a minute on that side, right up at the top, hottest temperature. It's almost been 1 minute. What I'm going to do is rotate this, if I can, and get this end kind of crusty there. Alright, that's been about a minute and a half. Let's kind of see where we are temperature-wise. $125. I'm going to give it just a little bit more to get close at 130. I think we're getting there. 128, just a few more seconds. Okay, I think we are ready. So let's get this out of here. I'm going to put it on my pat of butter and put the other butter on top. Okay, there's my steak with the butter melting, and now I'm going to put on a little bit of pepper. I didn't do the pepper earlier because I didn't want it to burn. There, now we're going to let this sit and let the juices soak up. I'm going to cover it up when I get inside, so we'll cut into this shortly. Okay, here's our New York strip steak. It's been resting for almost 10 minutes. There it is. Well, I'm going to move this over to the cutting board. The first thing we're going to do is just do right in the middle. You see that? There we go. Medium rare. Perfect. Now this stuff is made to slice thin and eat. I can tell it's just a little bit stiff, I guess you could say. So we'll slice it thin. We'll just take a bite here. There's my taste bite. A little bit of smoky flavor. Not overly salty. I got the pepper, and I certainly have the garlic because there was a fair amount of garlic, but the beef flavor comes through. It's not overwhelmed with any of the seasonings. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good. It's got to slice it thin to use it. Eat it the way it is. Put it on fajitas. I don't know, put it in some noodles if you want. Alright, that's it folks. This worked for me. Later. Bye.